All right. So we are just on the verge of hitting 1600 Elo 1v1. And people always ask me this: why do you play Sicilians when doing a TC drop? Why not go for Persians? Well, there's several reasons that you pick Sicilians. The first reason is the surprise factor. I love the surprise factor of strategies. If you pick Persians, they are thinking in their mind, it is an option that I am going to be TC drops. If you pick Sicilians, they're not thinking to themselves, oh my god, I'm going to get TC drop with Sicilians. Second of all, Sicilians have two really huge bonuses that help with TC dropping. One of those bonuses is the 300 stone that you have in the bank. Actually, I would argue that Sicilians are the best TC dropping civ for that reason, for the surprise factor, and I don't know what I was saying here, but that was not a swear word. I swear. I'm a wholesome individual. I'm like, oh, bleep, I found my boy. It was here after all. Oh no, so sad. And finally, the walk time / construction time. You'll see me go forward and I will not send 16 villagers, which I normally will do with Persians. The eco behind this, which sounds funny to say, but the eco behind this strategy is actually really good. I only have to send 9 forwards. You could even send 8, and that's like sending double the amount of villagers forward. It is absolutely beautiful how many villagers I still have on wood, how many villagers I still have on food, and how many villagers are required, very minimal amount, to drop that T double C. I don't know why it's a double C, but this was one of the sillier. I just walked forward one tile and this is where it all begins, but it really takes a turn a little bit later on, which was amazing. So okay, center TC fight. There's a couple of things that you can do while you are TC fighting to make this work better for yourself. First of all, you do not care about going feudal. You're not going to spend that 500 food. You're going to spend that on creating additional villagers. That way you have the vill advantage. Obviously, you want to make the opponent's wood line as inefficient as possible. And then another thing that you can do is you can try and debate your opponent from, look at this, that tiny little thing right there, that tiny little mess up with my villagers running through stopped him from repairing for just a second. We were just about to be out of wood. Now he can't shoot on me. We have tons of wood in the bank. That one thing, those 2 villagers just being brave, and me collecting this pig is frustrating. But that tiny thing actually made a huge deal, because otherwise my TC could have gone down in that situation. Yeah, who cares? We've seen you TC drop a whole bunch of times. What makes this one so special? I will show you what makes this one so special in just a freaking second. So, fill fight. He has so many more villagers. I know that, but I know that I have a TC and he doesn't have a TC. So, you know what? Drop that TC. It's so stupid. I love it. I figured that he probably didn't have enough wood for TC because he was collecting wood so desperately over here. So now he's collecting wood desperately over here. And in this situation, now all of a sudden I realize that we do have the vill advantage. Once again, that 100 stone in the bank, that at-home eco being so flippin' strong while your opponent is dealing with all of this nonsense is fantastic. Now, there's a couple of things that we do. You don't want to have a whole bunch of villagers chasing down one weak villagers. Those are going to be your military units. You don't want idle military and you don't want idle villagers. So only chase a villager with a villager that is slightly higher in HP. If he runs into a wolf or a tiger or something in that nature, he's going to die, not you. Except if the tiger only spots you for some reason. F that, dude. What is even life? Come on, that's so unfair. I guess it's not really that unfair as we TC drop this face pretty significantly, and also we're getting to the point where we are significantly up in terms of villagers. He might be feudal age, but what did that feudal age get him? He could have had the same number of villagers if he just created more and more bills. He tries to make a TC over here, and you know what we do? No, the TC ain't going up, mother clucker. We just grab our own TC, and we're going to be dropping it next to that TC. I realize that he only has 3 villagers on there. We drop our TC on his TC, and because our TC goes up so much faster, he has to actually abandon his TC, losing additional wood. Now he doesn't have enough wood to get another TC up. Has to go back to this wood line where we are already fighting him this entire time. He is slowly but surely getting whittled down from 19 to 15 and lower. But that's not even the best part. It's not even the best part. He collected just enough wood. Just enough to construct a TC over here with 3 villagers that were out. And you know how I spotted this man? Let me show you. Oh, dang it. That was going to be so cool, and I flipped it up. Ugh, throw the table, throw everything. Death, destruction, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I can see that sheep, but I definitely see the other sheep when they are going down. We're still, like, desperately bill fighting over here. I just figured if I kill all of his villagers, even if he escapes with a couple to construct a TC, it's fine. We have such huge numerical advantage, it doesn't even matter. We're actually transitioning into a boom, and we don't have enough stone anymore to drop an RTC. So the TC dropping is done. All we gotta do is close this game out with eco. I'm not making an evil laugh. So now, I think somewhere at this point, I do see... Sip of the beverage. Yeah, so I see that these go down. I choose not to engage in the hope that he doesn't see me. And the first thing that we do is go straight onto stone because I know he cannot repair in this situation. For crying out loud, he has 8 villagers and 6 of them are collecting over here. And the other 2 are running away for their lives. And yeah, this is going to be a little bit sloppy for me. Oh, woman! He even gets, like, yeah, okay. We did not need to watch that, but I wanted to show you that. Anyway, so he has the majority of his eco over here. He still has 2, like, somewhere off in the in Valhalla. We do need to construct a mill here because we are going to be deleting this TC and we want to be collecting food so that we can go feudal age eventually. There's a TC drop. And this is where the game really becomes truly spectacular. This is what I like to call, he even tries to make a wall so that he can escape. This is what I like to call the mother clucking Thunderdome. We are now finally clicking up to feudal age, a nice standard 30-minute fast feudal for us. And we are going to be fighting him to the death. We know that this TC is going to go down. We're going to try and fully surround him here. And at the same time, we have tons of food in the Biggity Bang Bank. And this is 1600 Elo, mind you. Like, these are competent players. And the reason I love this so much is because it makes people look silly. Because people do not know how to respond. They've been playing this game. They've been playing the same style of game after game after game after game after game. But if you get 4 TC drops on your face, you're going to be tilted. You're going to be thinking to yourself, what is going on? Dungeon, for good measure. I actually want to put dungeons all around us. Scouts being produced. We do not want him even thinking about running past the TC at this point. And I don't know if I've seen many things in my life that are more beautiful than this. The absolute panic that is now setting into Blue's villagers is tremendous. realizing that they are completely full-walled, that scouts, villagers, and the like are all going to be coming forward. And look, we even position some scouts over here for when he comes through, knowing that he's going to break this wall, and we don't even care. We don't even care, because what does get through, we're going to be chasing down with scouts anyway, trying to keep our scouts alive to the best of our ability, but we fail miserably at even the simplest of tasks. He is through, he is going to escape, but not with everyone. That's for sure. Actually, he's going to escape with none of them. These 5 will eventually be hunted down by our tracker dog scouts, one by one by one. Might take a little moment, but we are going to hunt you, and we are going to find you, and we are going to kill you. Beautiful, majestic, fan flipping, tastic. He had a 9-minute feudal time, whereas we had a 31-minute feudal time, and we won. The military drop, boom. 3 is like a huge number over here. Economy was significantly better after that engage, and that one small thing, those 2 villagers being brave, saved us the game. And with that, don't let your memes just be dreams. Keep walking, but don't walk in the Thunderdome.